Just want to quickly go over a few other tabs here we haven't done yet. To me, these don't warrant their own lessons, but they're things that'll come up that you'll want to use. So if you've done the code.org course, most of these should be familiar. One thing, I'm in the control tab right now. It's over here. It's kind of the darker orange. I'm sorry, the lighter orange. There's a darker orange later on. One of the first things I'm going to show you is wait. This is good for animations if you want something to happen, but maybe not quite as fast as the computer is going to do it. So I've got a little program here that's this is my about me thing, and I've got this rocket that flies across the screen. So you don't have to look at the other code here, but I'm just going to put this little wait command. I'm going to make it wait 0.1 seconds before it. What's happening here is changing costumes. That's why it looks like it's spinning around. So I'm going to slide that in my loop, and it kind of slows it down. Makes it look kind of awkward here. So that may not be what I want in this program. But if you've got something that maybe it looks like it's moving too fast and you want to kind of slow it down so you see better, more natural looking movement, that's a good command to use. You've also got all the loops and if statements, all that good stuff that you would have had in code.org. One thing to notice here with these loops or the wait, anywhere you have a, a round kind of oval shape, there are some things that are oval that you can plug in there, and I'll show you some of those in a minute. If it has sort of this hexagon shape, there are things that have that shape that you can plug in. The shapes matter. You can't plug a hexagon in a circle or a circle in a hexagon. They're made to take certain things. So those things are here in your sensing bar or tab. And you can sense when two things touch, when a color touches, when two sprites touch, all sorts of things like that. You probably won't use this ask thing too much. You can sense when a key is pressed, when the mouse is clicked. Um, the mouse X and Y positions, that would be just the coordinates of the mouse on my screen. Those are oval, so they can go anywhere you see an oval on any, and they can even go like here's I'll try to get my mouse to show up here for you on this go to thing where you've typed in coordinates previously. You can put in any of these oval shaped things, like you can make it go to the mouse all the time. That would be an option. That's a way you can make that happen. Some of these things I don't know if you'll use. Timer, that can be really good. I can put a timer up on the screen that just starts ticking when I hit a certain key or when I hit the green flag. And I can use that timer to make the program do things at a certain time. It's round, so it only goes in these round spots for if you need to sense that. So if I wanted to wait so many seconds, I could put the timer right here and make it wait till a certain time that way. Usually I have to do a little bit of math with it, and I'll show you that in a second. So there's some other stuff. Most of the stuff you probably won't use, but some of these sensing things at the top, you'll probably end up using some. There's the operators, the green tab here. Here's all your basic math, plus, minus, times, and divide. It only does two things at a time, so you have to combine several of those sometimes to make more elaborate math. Pick random. This will be really useful in the next set of lessons right after this About Me assignment. Pretty straightforward. Pick a random number between one thing and another thing. You got greater than, less than, equal to, and logic, or logic, not logic. So these are the main operator things you'll use when you're talking about if statements. You want to do something until the number gets too big or until it's too small or when it's equal to something else, or pick a random number. Most of this other stuff works on what's called strings. Mod has to do with division, rounding down here. And here, these are all your advanced math items, which we probably won't be getting into. But if you want an object to follow a more elaborate path across the screen, you could use some of those things. So that should be a pretty good idea of some of your more advanced operations. You got control again with all your loops and if statements. Sensing just senses when something happens. Operators, that's mostly all your math stuff. Everything you would have saw in traditional math class is in operators.